Hello, Boxing World. Welcome to Boxing Block Center. According to Mas Kellerman, Anthony Joshua is the biggest star in the sport of boxing right now. Nobody else. Why Canelo Alvarez is the second biggest star? When he said that, a lot of people were very upset about his statement. Those people are the kind of people who haven't traveled out of the USA before, or out of Mexico or Latin American countries where they're based on. They haven't traveled out of that country, so they don't know much about the world. I, as a guy who speaks more than 7 languages, who've been to multiple countries, I can tell you why Anthony Joshua remains the biggest star in the sport of boxing. Wasn't it last week here, I was just communicating with one of my friends in China who said Joshua is very known in China. Joshua, he's talked about in China by Chinese, people. How many times has countries want to acquire any Canelo fights, apart from the UK? Just say any country. Like, for example, when Canelo fought Gennady Golovkin, how many countries wanted to acquire the right to televise that fight in their hometown or home country? How many? Tell me. I bet you can't, right? But I can tell you now that more than 198 countries acquired the right to watch Joshua versus Klitschko fight. And whenever Joshua fights, more than 70 countries always want to acquire the right to head the fight in their country. You know what that means? That means Joshua is globally known. In fact, go to Germany and ask someone about Canelo, not an hardcore boxing fan, just ask a random person about Canelo. I bet they wouldn't know who he is. Even if you show them a picture of Canelo, they wouldn't know who he is. Americans think that everything started in America or began in America and everything ends in America. No, it doesn't. America is just a small country compared to the rest of the world. I think Americans just live in their own little bubble and think, oh, we are the best, or we are that. No, I understand America is a huge market, okay? It's a huge market, but the world is more than America. I like America, by the way. Some of my cousins are born and bred there. They're Americans by nationality, but they are Nigerians, definitely. Don't forget your root. That's very important. So, America is a huge country with a huge market, that's for sure, but the world does not end in America. Okay, and the world didn't begin in America. That's for sure. So, Canelo is not American, he's a Mexican, and there are lots of Mexicans living in America, so they made him popular. They definitely raised up Canelo's profile, definitely, for sure. Joshua's profile began in the UK, okay, and then it spread all over the globe. Mayweather is a different type of breed when it comes to being known and famous. That's because Mayweather is a good self-promoter. Mayweather says some controversial stuff. For example, do you know how Nigerians got to know about Mayweather? I'll have to tell you now the truth. How Nigerians got to know about Mayweather, how I got to know about Mayweather, I can say I'm a boxing fan. Yeah, I know about the guy. But how my fellow Nigerians, some of them that I know, got to know about Mayweather is through his controversial statement that he made about Africa, saying that he would never help Africa because Africa didn't do shit for him, So he don't have to do shit for Africa. Like when he was asked about donating part of his money to charity or something like that, he said, Africa did nothing for me. I'm not going to help Africa. And looking at it like But you are who you are because of Africa. You are where you are because of Africa. And you can deny who you are but you can never deny your DNA. I'm not saying that he should have helped Africa or whatever, because Africa is not, first of all, it's not a country. It's a continent. And also, most of this money that the Europeans have been popping to African charity are mainly going to the European countries as well. They are not getting to the people. Like you're looking at Somalia now, what is happening there and how much they have popped there, something like that. Still, that money don't get to the people. It gets to corrupt politicians. So I don't support that anyway. Okay, if you want to help someone, go straight to the person and help him. Giving to charity, man, I don't know if the money will get to the people. Okay, that's all I think. We are not in the UK. We are not in the USA, where the money sometimes gets to the people. In African countries, when you donate to charity, a very huge amount of money, basically the money might spread around, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This means, okay, the people wouldn't get what they have to get, so you wouldn't change their life. And Africa has everything to progress. You know, resources is there, everything is there. It's just that we need to get our head together, especially those leaders that we need to kill off. I'm not saying that we should use violence, but those leaders need to go. Those old leaders we need new brains. And there are new brains, but they just don't get a chance because those old people want to take over everything. But nevertheless, this is not a political video. It's just trying to explain something. So, a lot of people got to know about Mayweather through that controversial statement he made about Africa. In Joshua's case, it's not like that. Joshua technically, he's an African as well. He's not technically. He's an African, okay? It's just like my cousin born in the US, born in the UK, born in Poland and Germany. In their passport, it states German, English, British, English passport, no, British, American. These are, at the end of the day, they are Nigerians. Okay? They're Nigerians, they know that. All the same stuff. So Joshua already has the backing of Nigerians behind him. And then, whatever happens in Nigeria, spread all over Africa. Including the music, the movies and everything. Nigerians are very good in distributing things around. Very good in distribution, definitely. So, let me cut this video short. Let me not go too much into deep details because this channel, this video is not about that topic. The thing is that Canelo is not known worldwide. He's only known in some Latin American countries and in USA. So that does not make it a number one in the sport of boxing. The biggest star in the sport of boxing, most famous person in the sport of boxing right now is Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua. Full stop. No argument about that. Like the video, give it a thumbs below, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Cheers, everyone.
As I said, I'm willing to fight Deontay Wilder April 13th in London. So I don't know what more I have to do to get that message across. He's more interested in fighting Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury holds no world titles.
And you're really okay just waiting that out and seeing what's what and eventually fighting them?
I can't control what Deontay Wilder does. I can't control what Tyson Fury does, or even as far as what they say. But what I can do is control what I say and what I'm doing. I made sure with the negotiations, I booked the date in advance, set the venue in advance, and I'm making my point clear in front of everyone watching. I'm willing to fight any one of these guys, especially the champion, Deontay Wilder, April 13th.
Real quick,
what more can
Tyson
I say?
Fury. Real quick, Tyson Fury.
I'm not interested in Tyson Fury, though.
You're not interested?
Because he's not the champion. That's where I'm coming from.
But lineal, he beat Klitschko. He hasn't lost since then.
That lineal status, when I was joining the heavyweight ranks, no one told me about lineal champion. I knew about WBC, IBO, IBF, WBA, and WBO, and I got my hands on 4 of them. So I don't know where this lineal just popped out of the woodworks from. But if I got to get my hands on that too, and that's a belt that the world's interested in, Fury can step in if he's serious. That's where I'm coming from. I want to fight the champions. I'm the one leading the pack. I've been doing that since I made my debut. 5 years in, 7 world title defenses, and I'm running the game. I mean business. And I don't know what more I have to do to kind of get that message across to the world. As I said, maybe because I'm not on here with ice around my neck, flashing jewels, talking about pay-per-view numbers. That's not really my swag, you know what I'm saying? But I handle my business. That's where I'm coming from, about my business, and I do that in the ring.